Hey, good evening, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'll be talking about homeschooling and the pros and cons of homeschooling. I had somebody ask me to make a video on that, and so here I am. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to it. Now, let's get into it. Homeschooling. There are so many beautiful things about homeschooling. I've seen a lot of parents giving their all for homeschooling. They have given their time, they have sacrificed their time, they have sacrificed their enjoyment, and they have done a great job with their kids. And there's nothing more rewarding than to see your child grow, and you see that, like, you teach them, you see that. So that's a beautiful thing. And my hat's off to them, to be honest, because I can't stay home, man. That's not me. I can't do it. I got to go out. I got to be with people. I'm a people's person. I love to be out. I love to be out and about. And staying at home with kids is just going to drive me nuts. There she is. Yes. So this video is based on my personal experience. It is my opinions, and if you are homeschooling, I'm happy for you, and if you're going for public school, I'm happy for you too. This is not to say who's right and who's wrong. You know your child, you know your preference, and you're doing what is best for your child. And it doesn't matter if it's homeschooling or public schooling, but I'm just here to give my opinion, to give the pros and cons so y'all understand. Whoever is deciding to do homeschooling and who's deciding to go to public school, you understand how it works. So let's get into the pros and cons of it. Now, the pros of homeschooling is you have educational freedom, which means you can choose any curriculum that you want to teach your child. You don't have to just stick to one curriculum and your child is not happy with it, or you're not happy with it. Second is physical freedom. Physical freedom is when in the schools, if you notice, or if you know, most of the schools are always having the kids seated for 45 minutes straight to do one subject at a time, and it's just not right. I don't believe in kids sitting in one place for more than 15 to 20 minutes. Even 20 minutes is a lot, especially if they are younger age. And then emotional freedom, like, you know, there's a lot of bullying going on, there's a lot of peer pressure, competition, and then boredom. It's just it takes an emotional toll on a child, especially the bullying part and peer pressure, because we want our kids to do the best. So we'll be pressurizing the kids. So are the teachers. And bullying, again, at the end of the day, we all know how that goes. We don't want our kids to go through it. So homeschooling helps in eradicating the entire thing. Your child doesn't go through all that because your child is home, safe, and with you. And then you have religion freedom. Your child gets to sit with you, or if you have grandparents or whoever sit with you, talk about religion, learn about religion. But in school, it doesn't work that way, because you have so many religions. They cannot teach you all the religions at the same time, and it just, sometimes your focus just changes altogether. And you have stability. For example, now that we're going through such a bad situation, this pandemic is just not right. Corona. Okay. So most of them are homeschooling right now. So you can see it is a stable thing, which means in hard times, it is easier to homeschool than to send to public school. It also saves a lot of money. It does. So if you are looking into budgeting, if you're looking into having something that is not expensive and then you can handle this is just for you. Homeschooling is for you. And no busy work. When I say no busy work, as in, if you have 2-3 kids, you got to go pick 2-3 kids up from different places. You got to go and drop them at different places. If they're doing extracurricular activities, you have to there's so many things going on when they're out and about, and then you have to worry about, are they at school safe, or if there's anything going on. It's just a lot. As a mother, I worry all the time. My husband keeps saying that that's all you do is worry all the time. But yes, because I love my kids and I am going to worry about my. So these are the pros. Um, you get to see your kid learn. You get to see your kid flourish in front of you, and you know where your kid understands the best and what your child doesn't understand, and you can focus on that. So homeschooling helps in that a lot, like a lot. Plus, you have your child in your arms. You have your child right next to you, hugging on you, and eating properly, being well rested. So that is great in homeschooling. Let's talk about the negatives. The negatives are mamas don't get no time. The kids are 24 hours in your face. They're always in your face. And you, as a mother or as a father, need that. You need that. You need that rest away from kids. We are humans at the end of the day. We need to take care of ourselves. And having kids 24 hours with you will actually take a lot of the kids are going to be on your face 24/7, and you will not have that relaxation that you need. Sometimes you just need to be alone. You really do. Each individual needs to be alone, to focus on yourself, to meditate, to relax, to understand what you want, what you don't want, to love yourself, to pamper yourself. But then if you have the kids with you 24/7, that's not going to happen, trust me. Especially if you have more than one, you have no time for yourself. And that's where homeschooling gets a little bit tedious. It's just like they're always with you. You're 24 hours with them. You have no time for yourself unless you have a babysitter or unless you have somebody to look after them. Then again, you still worry. So, that's one of the cons. Another one is financial restraint. What happens here is, nowadays, if you notice, everybody works. Both mother and father works. Nobody stays at home. So we live in a 2 household income. So when you, as a mother, stay home just to homeschool, just to take care, it's not just again. Just stay at home to take care of kids. It's just one person working. And it's just one income coming into the house. And what happens if he loses his job? Then what happens? Then you don't have another income coming in to help you. Do you know what I mean? Yes, you can actually do a lot of online thing, but then that takes time away from your kids also. And then that's a lot of things going on, and you're still stuck at home. You still don't have time for yourself. It's just, at the end of the day, if you don't take care of yourself, everything is just going to fall apart. Now, when your kids go to school, you got all that day to go to the gym, to go to the salon, to pamper yourself, to meet up with your friends. You need that social life. Or if you're working, to go out, to meet different people, to make that money. And you learn a lot of things when you stay out. You learn about the world. You see how the world is progressing, and you progress with the world. But staying home is just not going to help that much. You're just going to be confined into this 4 walls for the most of the time, and it's just you don't make new friends. You just, it's just difficult. Another con is, if you notice, nowadays everybody is very much into sports and physical fitness, and that doesn't allow you, it doesn't give you a big window when you homeschool. If you're in a public school, you do have a lot of teams, you have a lot of sports, kids get engaged into sports, and then if they're good at it, they are called to go for nationals and international level. So they do have exposure to a wider things when it comes in terms of sports. So my final thing is, this is what I think. I would prefer my kids to go to public school. Reason, it gives them the opportunity to learn, to stand up for themselves, to be out in the world. Because what's going to happen is, yes, you're going to homeschool them for how long? And then you're going to put them out in the world, right? At the end of the day, they have to go and work out. They won't be able to handle themselves with how ruthless the world is outside. Really, it is really, really difficult. Being a public school student, I myself find it so difficult when I go out and people be so rude at me in different parts of the world. And I've been to different parts of the world, and it is it's very difficult. So it gives you the confidence. I know 7 languages. That's because I was in public school. My friends spoke different languages. I learned different languages. I learned different cultures. I respect different cultures. I respect different religions. I respect different ways of life. Is because I was in a public school, and that gave my mother an ability to go work out. It gave my mother the time to relax, the time to make friends, the time to go out and be about and spend time with my father. You know, me personally, I would want my kids to be in public school just because it gives everybody that space, the time to be apart from each other, to learn, to love each other. I just love it when I come home and India is away from me for a day or a day of work, because we go to school together. So sometimes I stay at work and I send her home, and when I come home she just comes and she hugs me and she says, Mama, I missed you. I love that. But when your child is 24 hours on your face, they're not gonna miss you. You're not gonna miss your child. You would be like, man, this is too much. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you do what's best for you and you do what's best for your child. But always remember, it's easy to pamper a child when they are with us. But what if something happens to us? What if your child has to go out and about and start living? It's going to get difficult. So let's train them when we are with them. So when they come home and they talk to us and they explain to us, we are able to guide them. We are able to be there to explain to them that this is the world. This is how it's going to be. You got to take care of yourself. You got to stand up for yourself. That's not going to happen if you don't expose them to the world. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you took all the positives. Like I said, this is my experience and this is my opinions. You don't have to. You don't have to. Just homeschool your child or public school your child. It's up to you. Whatever works in your best interest. And I hope we all stay in right now. I hope we all stay with our families and we spend this time loving each other, caring for each other, and being with each other. And if there's anything, any other requests of videos that you would like, I'm definitely here to do it. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please thumbs up my video and subscribe to it.